Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing okay and having a good week. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Okay, today I wanted to talk to you guys about concealers and to show you my little basket of concealers. Now, just a little bit on dark circles. I have dark circles, and we get dark circles for different reasons. In my case, I think it's more hereditary, but you can get dark circles if you suffer from allergies, or it could be from lack of sleep and so on. So there are different reasons why we have dark circles, and a concealer can make all the difference. It can even out your skin tone and brighten up the eye area and make you look so much more youthful. So anyway, I haven't found my holy grail concealer as yet. You know, we're always looking for the next best one. Okay, so this is my basket of concealers here, and I'll just show you. Let's see, the first one I'm going to show you is my Bobbi Brown, and this is the concealer that comes with a setting powder, and this is a creamy concealer. It's almost finished, as you can see. I have hit pan on it. I use this a lot. I don't use the setting powder much because also my under eye area is very, very dry, extremely dry. And if you have dry skin, it is recommended that when you apply a concealer, it's best not to set it with a powder, especially if you have fine lines and wrinkles in your under eye area, because then the powder tends to settle in the lines. And if that should happen, if you have your concealer settling in the fine lines under your eyes, what you want to do is just take your ring finger and just, you know, do it like so and blend it in, and you know that will take care of that. But yeah, so I don't use the setting powder much, and I have, let me see, I still have quite a bit left, but yeah, I am anxious to finish this up. I've had it for some time. So that's one that I have. I also have the Bobbi Brown Corrector, and I don't know if you'll be interested, but the color of the concealer is warm beige and the setting powder is pale yellow. The corrector is in peach. And I bought both of these, I think, at the same time. And here is the corrector. And I've hit pan on it, but I find that I don't reach for this. Most days I just use a concealer. Okay, next I have Benefit Boing. Now, this used to be one of my very favorite concealers. This is like my third purchase of this particular concealer. Now, I have just about finished this up. What you're seeing here is when I hit pan on it, there were just, you know, some concealer around the edges, and I wasn't getting to it. So I just kind of scoop everything out and just, you know, have it there in the center of the pan. But what I'm finding, I guess it needs a little bit of warming up. What I'm finding is that, I don't know, it seems to have dried out a little bit. So when I am applying it to my under eye area, it doesn't seem to be as fresh, as creamy. It's a little bit dry. So now I'm finding that, like, I don't want to use it, you know. But it's, you know, it's pretty much done. And I love Boeing concealer. So this is a good product. My next favorite from Benefit is the Erase Paste. And I am still trying to finish this thing up. This is like a bottomless pit. It doesn't want to finish. I mean, you know, I have been using this for so long. I take my concealer brush and I just dip it in the jar, and then I would apply this before my concealer. And actually I found that I used this more than I used the Bobbi Brown Corrector. So I don't think I'm going to repurchase this. Yeah, the Erase Paste, I use this a lot. Though I don't know that I will repurchase. It's a good product, very good product. But I'm learning some new things now about concealer, especially for my dry skin, that I think I want to try a different technique. Okay, next I have the Hourglass Stick Concealer. And I've had this for some time. It's not new, and that's how much I've used so far. But and this is an okay product. What color is this? Okay, this is in Hidden Warm. That's it there. And that's a little bit of a heavy swatch, so you can see what it looks like. It's okay. What I'm trying to do, or what I have been trying to do, is to finish up the ones that I've hit pan on, you know, before I spend too much time using this up. But that's an okay product. And then I have the Maybelline Age Rewind. I have the concealer and the eye brightener. And I know that these are these are well loved and get a lot of hype on YouTube. A lot of people love this. As you can see, I tend to go more for the eye brightener. This is the eye brightener here. Than I do the concealer. They're okay. Okay, no, this is the neutralizer, I guess. Neutralizer. This is a neutralizer, and this is the brightener. Yeah, this is the brightener. The brightener is a little bit more pink. And I go more, like I said, for the brightener than I do for the neutralizer. Because I find that I need something a little bit more coverage than, but it's okay. I think this is good for people that do not have a lot of dark areas around the eyes. If you don't have a lot to cover, this will be just fine. Also for fine lines, like I said, I'm extremely dry. My whole face, but on my under eye area, my lids, it's, you know, very dry. So this tends to, you know, make me want to, how should I say, do too much blending. But it's okay. If you don't have a lot of dark areas to cover, that will be just fine for you. This is okay. I like that. Then I have, I don't know if this, if you want to count this as a concealer. I don't really count it as a concealer, but it is the L'Oreal True Match Mineral Corrector, and this is supposed to be a concealer. I like this. I like it as a setting powder. When I use this, that's how I use it. After my concealer, if I want to use a setting powder, I would reach for this. I think it makes a great, for extra coverage. It's great for that. But again, if you don't have a lot of dark areas to cover, this will work perfectly fine for you. Also, again, if you have minimal lines and wrinkles under your eyes, this will work great for you. You may not need to use anything else. Now, okay, before I go on to that. And then my last concealer, and this is fairly new. I've had it for a couple of months now, but this is the latest addition to my concealer collection. And that is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. And I love this concealer. It is liquid. It gives good coverage. And not only will I use this under my eyes, I have like dark areas like around here, my mouth. I have some scarring on this side of, well, both sides of my face, and I will use it for those areas as well. So I really, really like the Kat Von D concealer. That's it there. It blends well. So a tip that I would like to share with you is to avoid using too much concealer, because the more concealer you use, again, especially if you have fine lines and wrinkles, the more concealer you use, the more you will find that it cakes up and wants to settle in your fine line, and it just gets like heavy under your eyes. So we want to, at all costs, try to use as little concealer as possible. So a tip that I have learned is to apply foundation. When you're applying your foundation, you want to apply your foundation all over your face, and this is something that I never used to do. What I used to do before was I will apply my foundation, and then I will go under my eyes with the erase paste, and then apply my concealer. And then I would, for my lids, I will use a lid product like primer, and then like my Painterly paint pot to even out the skin tone on my upper lids. So this new technique that new to me, that I've just found out about, and that I'm trying out, is to apply your foundation all over your face, including your eyelids and your under eye area. So after that, you will find that you won't need as much concealer, and I think that's a great tip. Okay, and it really makes for a more natural look. So what else? I have some notes here. For mature skin, you want to use a thinner, creamier concealer. Right? This minimizes your wrinkles and darkness without looking cakey, like I said. And avoid applying too much powder to your under eye area, because this will only help to define the lines even more. Okay, now something else, let's see. Now, there are different types of concealers, okay, so I'm just going to go through that with you really quick. Okay, cake concealer. Cake concealer is a very dense concealer and opaque in coverage. It can be used to cover very dark circles or even bruised eyes. However, it can look heavy, so using a light touch is essential. Avoid setting with a lot of powder, as it can look thick and unnatural. Stick concealer. This concealer has a similar texture to a cake concealer and is less dense. It provides medium to heavy coverage. Higher end stick concealers are moisturizing and yet dry enough that applying additional powder isn't necessary. This okay, it's recommended, especially like when the temperature outside is really, you know, when it's hot outside, or if you have problems with like your concealer rubbing off. It has a high level of pigment, so it goes a long way. Pen concealers are light in texture, but it can cover from light to medium dark circles. And they're usually best for fine lines under the eyes or on thin skin, because they don't build up and make the skin look creepy. And then last we have cream concealer, which is butter-like in texture and better for your under eye area. It contains more moisture than cake concealer and is more pigmented, which is great for concealing your dark circles. It provides medium to heavy coverage and comes in a tube or pot, like this, or this. I guess this would be considered cream concealer. Yeah. Okay. Comes. Heavy cream concealer is also effective on dark skin. So, and I find that for me, like I said, these are my two. I'm really enjoying this. This is great. This is a great cream concealer. The Bobbi Brown. And I think that if I, you know, continue to use that technique of just using my foundation under my eyes, on my lids, everywhere, you know, then I won't need to use so much concealer. I don't think I would even need a corrector. So yeah, let's see. I think that's it. For my little concealer talk today. Yeah, I would, for recommendation, I would have to say the Kat Von D and the Bobbi Brown cream concealer is very good. And, you know, like I said, you have to take into consideration that I have extremely dry skin and I have fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes, so I find that these are what work the best for me. Try not to use too much setting powder under your eyes, because you know, it will only you know, settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope that this has been helpful in some way. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.